Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heather McDonald,
My name is Vibin Kundakulam.
And I'm Carolyn Hanna-Weyman.
and we're proud to present you with Rensa, the water bottle washer and filler targeted at fitness centers. So your first question is, why wash and fill water bottles to begin with? Well, Americans throw away millions of tons of plastic water bottles every year, and the simple solution to that would be to get people to use their reusable water bottles that they already own. However, we all know that reusing reusable water bottles is very inconvenient. From trying to fill them at the water fountain to trying to clean them by shoving your hand down in, and it never ever fits. We've all struggled with that, and hence we've created Rensa to try to solve that problem. I'd like to call our friend Patrick now to demonstrate how Rensa works. As you see, Patrick has a nice dirty water bottle, and he's going to use Rensa to clean it. He opens the door, flips the bottle upside down, and places it in the clamping mechanisms and closes the door. By pressing the button, he's able to start the wash. Rensa right now is washing Patrick's body with hot, soapy water. Patrick, why don't you try to test the safety feature? See, as Patrick tries to open the door, our door locks to protect Patrick and any other users from the hot water inside the machine. After the washing cycle's over, the locking mechanism will unlock the door and allow Patrick to open the door to get to his nice, clean bottle. The washing process takes about 30 seconds, which is a much shorter time than I'm sure you'd spend at the sink trying to get this thing cleaned. It also completely sanitizes the bottle, decreasing the bacteria count within it. Now that the bottle is washed, Patrick's able to take his nice, clean bottle and fill it quickly on the filling side. It takes about 12 seconds to fill this 1-liter bottle, which is a third of the time he'd spend at a water fountain trying to fill it. It's also much easier to use because you're able to hold the bottle vertical instead of tilting it at an odd angle. Now that Patrick's got his bottle filled, he can quench his thirst. Thanks, Patrick.
Now let's take a look inside Rensa to see how the product works, starting with the washing side. First, water goes through a heater, which you can see highlighted in green. Water needs to be heated at a temperature of over 170 degrees Fahrenheit in order to kill bacteria. Rensa heats water to over 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which is more than sufficient to kill any bacteria that may be present on a bottle. Next, the hot water mixes with detergent. The mixing is accomplished by the Venturi effect, in which a very small amount of detergent is released into the hot water line. By regulating the signal to the solenoid valve, the size of the tubings, as well as the settings for the chemical injector, we're able to release that very small amount of detergent that's necessary for washing bottles. Rensa uses a total of 1 milliliter of detergent per wash cycle, and the container itself holds a month's worth of detergent. Finally, let's take a look at the washing process itself. Rensa uses approximately 2 liters of water to wash each bottle. This is about half the water you would use if you were to wash a bottle by hand. Inside the wash chamber itself are clamps. These clamps hold the bottle firmly over a ring of nozzles. In order to clean the dirtiest parts of the bottle, these nozzles are oriented to point both inside the bottle as well as at the threads on the bottle's neck. We recognize the importance of making Rensa compatible for all sizes of bottles. That's why these clamps are designed to hold bottles ranging from 2.5 inches in diameter all the way to 4.25 inches in diameter, which are your extra wide Nalgene bottles. We ran sanitary tests to confirm that our wash cycle was indeed killing bacteria on these bottles. As you can see from the slides, over 99% of the bacteria were killed by the combination of hot water and detergent. Now let's jump over to the other side of Rensa and look at its dispensing process. Our chiller cools water to less than 55 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually cooler than your standard water fountain. Because of its high capacity, Rensa can dispense over 40 liters of chilled water per hour. The cooled water then goes through Rensa's filtration system. In order to accommodate high flow rates, we use 3 filters set up in parallel. These are quick change filters, so they only require 1 minute to replace the entire system, which you would do approximately once every 6 months. Finally, the cooled filtered water goes to the filling chamber, which is what the user interacts with. We realized that tactile feedback was very, very important for users, which is why we designed a lever for users to push their bottle against to begin filling. Rensa can fill a 1-liter Nalgene bottle in approximately 12 seconds. That's 3 times faster than a standard water fountain.
The electronics are the brain of the machine. A custom-printed circuit board actually operates all of the valves, enhances our product with safety features, and does some and makes our project more energy efficient. Currently, there's a toggle switch that a maintenance worker can use to shut off the entire machine so that overnight we're not running the heater and the chiller and consuming extra energy. As we look around at the back of the machine, we can talk about how easy Rensa is to install in a fitness center. It simply plugs into your average 120 volt, 20 amp outlet and uses the 60 psi that's already the pressure of the water within the walls. While we're working on making Rensa easy to install, we also focused on making it easy to design for manufacturing. Using the processes listed up on the board, you can create the entire structure, the facade, and even some of the smaller pieces like the clamps and the lever if you were to produce this en masse.
Our primary target will be gyms. The fitness industry in the US is currently $24 billion, and it's growing at a rate of 3.3% annually, despite economic conditions. There are 32,820 establishments across the nation that we plan to target. On average, the average gym member is between 25 and 44 years old. And through our research, has shown that over 50% bring their reusable bottles, which fits nicely into our trendy, eco-conscious user profile. The gym market is highly competitive, so it's very important they're able to offer unique services. With many of our contacts that we've talked to, they've been very interested in being able to provide this as an additional service for their members. Currently, there exists nothing in the market like Rensa that both washes and fills your bottle. But to get a sense of what the water dispensing market looks like, here's your average water fountain that ranges between $500 and $2,700. The one to the right you can actually see at multiple locations at MIT. This is actually a standard, these are some standard bottle fillers. We therefore think it's very reasonable to be able to sell our Rensa at a retail price of $3,000. And because we're offering a unique and incremental value of washing the bottle above just dispensing. So we want to sell this at a wholesale price of $2,200 to water system distributors in order to decrease our maintenance fees and our expenses. We project that we'll be able to sell around a little over 2,000 units in the year of 2015. And this is based on reaching a market penetration of 7% by the year of 2015. 7% is feasible as many of the gyms are franchises that would be able to offer this as a standard service throughout their establishments. As our sales increase, our cost per units will naturally decrease. The manufacturing cost is based on outsourcing manufacturing, and the expenses account for interest expense, returns on sales, wages, rent, and taxes. With an initial investment of $750,000, we project that we can have net earnings of around $1.2 million in the year of 2015. And we can break even in year 3. As we saturate this market, we hope to expand and look into secondary markets such as offices and schools.
In summary, Rensa is a product that washes and fills your water bottle so that you can use your reusable bottle more conveniently.
It's been a really amazing experience working on Rensa throughout the semester, but we could not have done this without an absolutely incredible team of mentors.
And we invite all of you to come to our booth after the presentations to try out Rensa for yourselves. Thank you.